Welcome to another tutorial on Google Smarter Not Harder. This one is on how Sheets must be protected for the user interface to work smarter. This is a very key point in creating this learning management system. You can see that we have the master document here that has the highlighted blue sections to indicate which sections are to be completed by the candidate or the coach. So you will need to lock or protect each sheet or tab in the spreadsheet workbook so that users only are able to input information in designated cells, meaning only cells highlighted in light blue, which turn white once completed. So these are some step-by-steps on how that's done. The important thing is that each sheet needs to have this little lock icon here showing that is protected. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a step-by-step on how that's done. So here we have the coach application. I can see down here that the sheet that I'm looking at does not have a lock like the MOU has a lock next to it. So that means this sheet is not protected. So I'm going to show you how to protect this sheet. First, I'm going to click on the first cell range that I want to protect. I'm going to click on the drop down arrow here and find protect sheet. There's other ways to do this. You can go to, I believe, data up here and protect sheets and ranges. You can do it that way. Either way will bring this tool section up where it says protect sheets and ranges. So I don't want to just protect a range. I want to protect the entire sheet by clicking on sheet over here. And the entire sheet is going to be protected except for the cells in light blue. So I'm going to check except cells in light blue. And as you can see, C7 to E7, because I had highlighted it, is the first one selected. And as done before, I'm going to click on add another range. And it's going to highlight here. And I'm just going to go over here and click on add that range. It didn't work, so I'm going to try that again. There we go. Click on these little select data range icon here, and now I can go over here, click again, and F7 to I7 is now added. So I'll click add another range again, click on there, make sure that it's highlighted, and now I'm going to use my command key on my keyboard. You can't see me do this, but I'll show you how that works. And I'm going to click on these ranges. So you'll see how those are added in. And I'm going to click again, and again, and again to each of the sections I want to allow to be inputted or modified. You can see as I hold down that command key and click on each of these areas, it keeps adding those to my ranges that are in essence going to be edited or added information. So this one's a little tricky. I'm just going to click and drag this whole section and then click on this one, this one, this one. The signature and date, I don't click on that one because that's going to be auto-populated. The supervisor, oops, let's try it again. Supervisor, signature, date, and here. I think that's the last one. Let's see if I can unclick that. Oh, good. I can unclick that. Or if I make a mistake like that, I can just click the X over here. Okay. So now that I've highlighted all of my ranges that I want to be able to have the user interface edit, I can click OK and then set my permissions. I'm sharing this with Kathy Fong, so if I don't want her to be able to make edits, I can uncheck her name and click Done. So now you can see that there are 32 ranges that are, in essence, unprotected because I protected the entire sheet except these certain cells, which I highlighted, right? So that's what you want to do. Now, if you look carefully over here on my tab, I see the lock is now present on the tab, which means it is now a protected sheet except for those ranges that I want the user to be able to edit or input. Now let me show you an example of what that looks like for the user interface. Here's Sherlock Holmes. He has applied to be a coach, and he was able to type in and say, let's pretend his middle name is T initial, right? I don't believe that's true, but I can edit into that cell. If I try to go to a cell that I have locked and I try to edit it, this warning will pop up where it says there was a problem. You are trying to edit a protected cell or object. Please contact the spreadsheet owner to remove protection if you need to edit. So that's the case in any section that I have protected. So let's say they want to say something about this official office use only, right? They try to do that, that same warning comes up. What that does is it allows for your user interface to be exactly the way that you want it, and nothing will be deleted or destroyed, that they'll only be able to edit those cells that you've given them access to edit. That is a larger part. This is one video tutorial of a series of tutorials on how to Google Smarter Not Harder in creating your learning management system. Thanks for joining us.